Previously on DJ's Hot Rod and Fab.
There's a point in the steering gear where it gets stuck sometimes and then it lets loose. And then I noticed that my steering wheel is in a different spot than it was. So the steering gear in this thing is literally, and the steering rack is actually skipping teeth. So that's a huge problem. So I guess that's next, is we're gonna get a new steering rack in this thing. Alright, so I went ahead and yanked the steering rack and pinion out, and here's what we got. It's probably going to be hard to see on there, but the teeth on this thing are chewed up pretty bad. They're chewed up pretty bad. Like that one's got a big nick in it. They're all kind of just, oh yeah, big nick in that one. You know, they're just not in good, it's not in good shape. When I got the car, this side over here didn't have a boot. We just put a boot on it. Just spent 35 bucks on this stupid boot. I just put a boot on it, and I put these two new outer tie rod ends on it, hoping I would fix the problems with it. And then the real problem reared its ugly head. So we got a new steering gear coming, and we'll get that installed once it comes in. So yeah, we'll get a new steering rack in, and we'll get it installed. It's kind of a bummer. I don't know if this can be repaired or anything, because this gear here too that slides in and out this way, I mean, this was exposed to the elements forever, and it's pitted and nasty, but then it's also, you know, this gear has been wearing on this one as well. So I think that this thing unfortunately is junk, but we'll see. All right, good morning, everybody. I got the fire popping in the background, sorry for that. But the next thing I want to address on my MR2 is the throttle pedal. The throttle pedal on my MR2 is incredibly sensitive, and you just barely blip it and it just goes full throttle. So it's not That's not completely ideal for all situations, so we got a solution for that. So to start with, this is the stock, not the stock pedal, but this is a pedal from like an Avalon or a Camry. And this is the pedal mount from Frankenstein Motorsports. This works beautifully, it bolts right in, but like I said, this pedal itself is the problem. It's very sensitive. So Frankenstein came out with a new pedal mount for this pedal, which is from a Lexus IS250. I think the IS350 pedals are the same, but don't quote me on that. But this is the pedal from an IS250, and this is pedal mount kit and a new pedal rod and everything for the MR2 from Frankenstein Motorworks. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this thing together. I have no idea how it goes together, so I'm going to be learning here. But so there's our mount for the firewall. And then this guy bolts onto here, probably like so, or like so, depending on the mounts. It might be like that. I think it's like that. Yeah, that seems to fit it better. And like that. Yeah. So that looks like it mounts like that, but we gotta get in here. We got a brand new pedal, a nice one. I can't remember what this is from. All right, we got a new pedal from Toyota. There's the part number. So we're going to use this. This is a really nice piece. So, so this is our throttle pedal. Oh, we got a couple of nuts for that bracket. Bam and bam. And then we got this little retaining clip here. So this seems pretty straightforward. This rod here is in here with this retaining clip. So we're going to pop that off of there. right, good thing I don't need that. It's gone. All right, so I got that little clip, a little metal clip that was on there. Man, I don't think these things were designed to actually come out of here once they were put together. I mean, why would you need to take this out? So I'm gonna put this in a vise, and I'm gonna use a punch, and I'm just gonna knock this through. I'm gonna clamp the vise on this plastic part here. There it goes. Couple of good whacks. Okay, so now that we got this rod out of here, we got to put this one in there. So that's pretty easy. Should be able to just push it in there. Make sure you get it all the way in there. It's good. And then you got this little black retainer that you got to put on there. All right, so there you go. Our rod is on here now, and this is supposed to be, better for the MR2. Obviously, I mean, we got a really weird one going on this one, so there's pretty massive difference in the two. So, and then that allows for the use of this pedal here. Okay, and then we got a cotter pin that goes in through there, or a tension pin, whatever you want to call these things. Okay. All right, I had to look it up because I forgot what pedal this is. This is a pedal from an FRS. So we got pedal from an FRS, which came from Frankenstein Motorworks with the kit. It's an option. There's a couple different pedals you can choose from. So we got our FRS pedal. We got our drive-by-wire pedal sensor for an IS250. And we got our kit from Frankenstein, and here it is. Now we can bolt this to the bracket from Frankenstein Motorworks. There we go. We're still waiting on our steering rack and pinion, so we'll get that in and get that installed before we really get a feel for this. But I'll let you guys know once we get that steering in and we go for a test drive. We'll see how this new pedal feels compared to the old one. From what I've heard and from what Frankenstein says, it's like a 50% improvement, I think. Something like that. But yeah, it looks sweet. So let's get it in there. All right, there it is in the car. It looks pretty nice in there. So. All right, so I got a correction. It's not an FRS pedal, it is an IS Sport pedal, I believe. Is that what it says? New part from Toyota, the Lexus IS standard face pedal. So yeah, the pedal face itself is a Lexus IS Sport, and I showed you the part number from that if you're looking for that thing. So our steering gear came in. I'm super happy that it's here because the car is gonna be ready this weekend. So we're gonna open this sucker up. Hopefully it's the right one because I had to order it from online. And if it has to go back, then we're SOL for this weekend. Okay. All right, so we got brand new inner tie rods, which we just purchased and installed on the car. And I already burned the boxes and everything, so we can't take those back, so we'll hang on to those. Maybe we'll sell them online or something. I don't know, we're gonna find out. All right, here's the steering gear, steering rack and pinion. That over there. And it looks like we got the right piece here, right part, so that is awesome. So there's a core charge on this, so this is gonna have to go back to there, I believe. All right, we definitely wanna get that core back, because this thing is pretty much garbage anyways. But I'm gonna get this fitting off of here, transfer it over to this. I'm gonna get those tie rod ends off of there. I don't really need to install it. We can install those on the car. But we're gonna get that transferred over, and then we're gonna get this thing thrown in there. Alright, I want to give you guys an update on what's going on here. I got the steering rack in the car. I got the tie rod ends screwed on there. We haven't aligned anything yet, but everything is kind of base aligned, steering wheel centered. But I wanted to show you guys this relay right here. So this thing has power steering on it, and this is the power steering pump right here. Pull this back down over there. So this is the power steering pump here, and these are the computers that control it. One of the problems I'm having with this car is I just want full-time power steering, but it does all this weird stuff where it shuts it off once you're moving at a certain speed or something. So I just ripped all that stuff out of there. I used wires that were already in that harness, tapped into them to wire this one single relay to control, just turn the power steering on when the key turns on. And I got, you know, power wire running over there. I think we got the ground right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this on and show you guys that the power steering pump just turns on with the key. And that we bypassed all the computers. So I'm gonna click this on real quick. So yeah, that right there is the sound of the power steering pump. So we went ahead and, you know, simplified the system. One relay to turn it on. Got rid of all this, plus lightened it a little bit. You know, that's a couple pounds. That one's a couple pounds. I bet we got 3 or 4 pounds here easy. So maybe 5 pounds between the two of them. Yeah, probably about 4 pounds. But yeah, so we got rid of all that stuff, all that wiring, those computers, all those connectors, all that crap. It's gone. We done simplified it. And we're getting closer to getting this thing on the track. So I just gotta get this thing down, get it aligned, and then I think that might be it for this project. I don't know, we'll see once it's done. Frisbee. Alright, I wanted to do a quick wrap up on this video. I drove the MR2 yesterday. The steering is so much better. Also, the throttle pedal, I honestly forgot that I installed it because it felt much more like a normal vehicle. It was not touchy at all. So that definitely is a big win on that side. Same with the steering. The power is on all the time now. I don't have any death wobble. It does pull a little bit to one side, but I think that's camber. This side seems to have more camber than this side. And I'm not really sure how to change that, but so yeah, we can't really fix the camber per se, at least not easily. But the next big thing we're gonna do on this car is gonna be a suspension build, and the front is gonna be the first thing to get done. And that will correct all of our steering geometry problems. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Please smash that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to get notified. Like I said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.